Hi guys, it's Lindsay, the insurance girl, and today we're going to talk about the Part B penalty. Yes, there is another penalty. This is one of the reasons why it's so important to work with someone who understands Medicare so that you don't make some of these mistakes that could end up being very costly for you. Okay, so a lot of people these days are deciding they're going to work a little bit longer than age 65 and that they want to stay on their group coverage from work and not enroll in Medicare until they retire. For the most part, this is totally fine and it should not have any problems. I can get into some of the issues related with health savings accounts, but that's another topic altogether. So today we're talking about Part B. Okay. If you decide to delay Part B because you already have coverage, the most important thing you need to do is find out if your coverage is creditable. What does creditable mean? Creditable means your coverage from work is at least as good as Medicare or better. A lot of you have great coverage from work, and I guarantee that your coverage is creditable. However, it is so important to make sure that's on you. You need to go to your HR department or you need to go to the insurance company that you have and find out if your coverage is creditable. Again, that's the word you need to know. They should be able to tell you. I recommend highly get it in writing because you might have to prove it later on. So, as long as your coverage is creditable, you can delay Part B as long as you have that coverage. Now, what happens when you decide to retire? So maybe you're 75 and you're like, okay, I'm ready. I'm done working. I want to go lay on a beach for the rest of my life. Yay. So it's now time to enroll in Part B. And as long as your coverage is creditable, no problem at all. You'll be able to start Part B at that time. However, if your coverage has not been creditable, that is when you may have to pay a Part B penalty. So if you go 8 months or longer without creditable coverage from the time you were able to enroll in Part B, then you have to pay this Part B penalty. And it's a lot. I mean, it can be a lot, I should say. So here's a real life, horribly sad story of what happened to this lady. This sweet lady was 65, excited to retire, and her company gave her retiree benefits. And part of these retiree benefits were health benefits. And she's like, oh my gosh, how cool. I don't need to get on Medicare because I have a health plan through work. And everyone around her said, yes, of course, don't get on Medicare. Don't sign up for Medicare. You don't need Medicare. You have retiree health benefits. So she did not sign up for A or B, continued to live her life. Everything was going great. After about 15 years, her premiums on these retiree health benefits got so high that she could no longer afford to pay for them. So she decided at that time she was going to go on to Medicare. Problem is, you guys, retiree benefits are not considered creditable coverage. Let me repeat. Retiree benefits are not considered creditable coverage. So this poor woman then had 15 years worth of penalties added onto her monthly payment. It's 10% a year added onto this monthly payment that she now had to pay. She's 80 years old. She's on a fixed income. And now she has to pay this penalty, and it's a lifetime penalty. She's paying it for the rest of her life because people gave her the wrong information. This is why it's so important. If you are going to delay Part B, listen to me. Make sure you are delaying it because you have creditable coverage that is as good as Medicare's or better. Again, talk to your HR department or your insurance department or company and get that in writing so that you do not end up having to pay a Part B penalty.